Hello and welcome to the third screencast for how to host a FAWMCast daily radio show. And as you can see, I'm on the main page and I have 4 minutes. 4 minutes until the show starts. So, what you will do there, I hope you're all excited. I know I am. You go up to the menu and you go to your switchboard. When you click that, it'll open up in a new tab or a new window, and you could swap between the two if you want, because that is there. And you'll see a whole whack of things. How many minutes you have until the show, how to end the show, the number for your guest to call in. But the most important thing you'll notice is the number that you can call in. You can either call in a number, and when you do, you'll have to type in this host pin, or you can call in through Skype. I am cheap, so I'm going to call in through Skype. Here it comes. Skype username. It's Nancy, because she was on just before me. That's not me. This is connect to Skype. And launch application. Bwaha! And then it calls in. There it is, Skype calling in. You'll get a call in.
Your show is scheduled to start in 2 minutes.
And then it will tell you when your show is ready to start in. You won't be able to hear that, unfortunately. It doesn't come through my speakers, but it's going to start announcing every minute when your show is going to start. Now, one thing I need to tell you, which is very important, is do not play. Do not play the radio show in the other page, because it's delayed. Your talking is actually happening. The show is happening about 5 seconds before everybody else gets to hear it. So you have to make sure that this is not playing. Maybe just close this, and then you won't mess up and get all confused like I constantly do. Okay, let's go back to Blog Talk Radio Switchboard. What I have now is 1 minute until the show, and hopefully, if you set up your start audio to start with that song, I set it up to go with that. When the show starts, it's going to come on. So my show is going to start in about 32 seconds, and so this will be exciting. Maybe I shouldn't have you sit here and wait for all that time, because really, do you want to sit and watch me get all nervous about a fake show that's not going to come on? No. There's other things that you might want to notice. Like you can start a chat session. Oh, my show is starting in now. Hello and welcome to the Daily FAWMcast. I'm your host, Errol Ellimer, and we will be showcasing songs from FAWM.org, songs written in the month of February. And the radio show has started. So if you heard that, that was my intro that started up automatically, because that's what I set it up to be. Now, it's really important for you to realize that when you're doing a show, and you start to play music, let's say I decide I'm going to play Adam Hill's Orange Grove Contemplation. What you can do is that you can press the play button, and it will play the song. Now, as it plays the song, you should realize, I'm going to stop that because it's in my ear. Nothing against you, Adam Hill. I hope it stopped. Stop! I'm going to just hit that. There we go. Now it's stopped. When you play a song, you have to click this. This will mute yourself, and when it has this there, it will say, the host is muted. And that way, you won't have to talk over the song, and they won't hear you go and all these other things that you might do when it's going. Sounds good? Sounds all good. Now, so that's how you play music, and this is how you mute yourself. What you can also do is you can open up the chat session to see if anybody's in chat. If you click that there, it's going to create your chat room. Sometimes people go into this chat room. Other times people stay in the FAWM chat room, but it might be good to know. Check this out to see if anybody's there. Another thing that you might want to do is keep the FAWM chat room open. And the reason you would do that, chat hypno. Oh, I could never spell this. Is that what it is? Chathypnopedia.com? No. Darn it. Oh, it's .org. Ha. Okay, where was I? Okay, so you'd like to be logged into the chat, because the great thing here is people will tell you if you're actually if you've accidentally muted yourself, like I just did right now, because it's really easy to mute yourself and then forget to turn yourself back on. And so everybody will hear a whole whack of blank space and absolutely nothing else. And you don't want that. So it's great to, check in on time on the chats to see how come I can't hear anything. And it's because you have set yourself on mute. If you can get yourself one of those microphones that you can just click with your hand to mute and unmute, that's also really handy and it's a lot quicker. But, you can do this, and then at least you can see it's saying great big red host is muted, and that should be an indication to you that you are muted. Now, on the left-hand corner, you will find a bunch of other things, and I didn't explain this before, but if you call in through a normal number, through chat or Gmail voice or something, not that that worked for me, you'll have to put in a host PIN. And the way that you'll just say hello, and this is Blog Talk Radio, and then you just have to type in this really long number, and it takes me a long time to do it, and I kind of screw up. So I will just happily go in through Skype because that's much easier. You are able, on the fly, to upload songs right here and right now, but it will take take about 5 minutes, and you have to waste 5 minutes for it to upload, and then if it doesn't work, then there'll be all sorts of nastiness, and you're going to go, oh no. Now, it's very safe to do things like refresh this page. You don't have to worry about logging yourself off. You'll be perfectly fine. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you get a caller. And I've requested people in the chat to, hold on for a second, requested people in the chat to call in. And hopefully they will call in. And we'll see. Huzzah! And to answer the phone, you just click it. And when you click at that, then they are on the air. And whom do I have on the air? Hello, Mike. Mike in New York City. And we also have, somebody else that's unknown. And that's probably Hoops. Now, for those watching the screencast, you can't hear what's happening, but I'm going to show you one last thing, and that is the host screen, the screening, the move to screen function. And what this allows you to do, let's say you don't know who's online and you actually don't trust them. Let's say I actually don't trust Mike whatsoever, and I recognize his number, and he's going to say all sorts of lewd things, or I don't know who the number. You can press the screen button, and if you press the screen button, that means that it's going to be dead air on the other side, so nobody will hear anything. So hopefully you're going to be doing this when music is playing, and then you can talk to them in the privacy between you and Mike Sklar, who's on, and also Hoops. I can also put him on the screen. So I think all of us can hear ourselves. Hoops, can you hear all of us as well? You're all yellow on the nice switchboard and stuff like that. Oh, is it you? I'm sorry, Nancy. It's you, actually. So, yeah, yes. So I have all three people all talking to each other, and they're all screened, so they will not be able to be online for other people to hear. And that's when you'd want to use the screen button. And then you just click it again so that people can hear you. But nobody can actually hear the other three people because they are screened. And when the show is over, when the show is finally over and I've put them all back on air, then you can either end the show now or you can just keep on talking. And that is how you run yourself a FAWMCast. So please join us during the FAWMCast. It's quite easy and quite fun to actually run, and have yourself a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.